Good morning. It's Friday morning again, and it's time for another episode of Fridays with Frank. I'm Scott Cullen, editor-in-chief of the Cannata Report. Great to be with you this morning. And before I bring Frank out, don't forget, like, subscribe, comment. Now, please welcome Frank Cannata. Hey, Frank, how you doing? What's on your mind today?
Well, Scott, as you're well aware, I wrote a frankly speaking piece that had some interesting subjects in it. And I want to take one of them that I kind of hit upon in the frankly speaking piece, which, as our viewers watched, it has already been posted. So you may want to go back and take a look at it. But at any rate, one of the messages that in this frankly speaking piece was about there are things that we should be optimistic about it. What are the opportunities? Obviously we see this trend of the smaller dealers being acquired at a pretty significant rate, have been acquired by us, and it's just ongoing. And so many dealers are looking at, should I sell now? Is now the time? Is it now the best time, the last time, or should we be concerned? And I think it's the wrong focus. And let me share with our audience, or allow me to share with our audience, why I think it is. There's still a lot of opportunity out there that can be explored. And certainly on the IT side, between security, the AI as another example, there are things that you can bring great value to a customer. So as long as you can continue to do that, you will be profitable. You will have a good business. And bear in mind, when you're selling both soft and hard, you've got a wider array of products to offer a customer, which would make you more profitable. It's like, the discussion we've been having with the dealers that are engaged in production print. What they're telling us is they don't only sell the production print to a client, they go into, particularly in an implant environment, and they sell them MFPs. So imagine walking into a business has its own CRD and selling them a very expensive production print machine. And while they're in there, say, let's talk about all the rest of the machines you have in the business. And they say, from ones that we've interviewed, said that is a common occurrence. So you talk about diversification, there's diversification for you. Again, selling multiple products to the same customer. Now, it may not increase the degree of profitability, but it sure as hell will increase the revenue. And that's one of the things, again, that we've asked these dealers in production print. Does it increase profitability? And they said, well, when you get down to it, it's still the same dynamic in terms of machine costs, the margin in the machine, the margin in the supplies. They say the only thing that is vastly different, other than the average price of the unit that you're selling, is the consumables are very, very high. So now, if you're in that business, it's not inconceivable that you sell a machine for $150,000 to enjoy $150,000 in supplies and service the first year. So the margins are the same, but boy, there's a ton of revenue there. So what I want to reinforce is there's significant opportunities out there. And those dealers who say, well, production print's a big spend and all, they can start with light production. And there's lots of opportunities to do that. I don't know any other way to put it that you engage as many different opportunities as you can have in an office or in a commercial environment or in a corporate environment. I mean, and so if you can go in there and sell them more than just print devices and perhaps MPS, and also offer some other opportunities that dealers are diversifying into, it's a win-win. And I don't think in any way are you diminishing your opportunity by making whatever investments are necessary within the context of the size of your business, that you can go out. You can't go out and do it all, but certainly you can pick areas where you can start developing that will accelerate that concept of diversification. You're still involved in print if you're selling light production. You're still involved in print when you're going in to see a business and saying, we'll help you at the implant side, we'll help you on the floor of your offices, and with commercial printers, we're giving you or we're selling you a device that gives you a whole new application to address. Those are all win-win things, and those are really a greater part of the diversification story. So if there's any one message that I'd like that frankly speaking piece to bring home, be optimistic about the business in 2025. That's it, Scott.